Volunteers.
Welcome live inside the Union Broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling, as we'll have the nightcap matchup is the 7th seed Jackson Giants versus the host team of the AA State Tournament, the number 2 Casper Oilers. And before we get into today's game, we have a special awards presentation for the AA season. And also the opening ceremony. So we'll let the PA take that honor, and we'll let the PA do the work.
Right behind Sheridan, you'll find the post 14 Laramie Rangers. Next onto the field, the Cheyenne post 6 Hawks. Next onto the field from post 42, the Gillette Riders. Next up, the post 24, Rock Spring Stallions. Introducing next from post 6, the Cheyenne Sixers. And from the third base dugout, post 43, Jackson Giants. And from the first base dugout, the home team and the host team, the Casper post 2 Oilers. At this time, gentlemen, we will remove cover and cite the American Legion Baseball Code of Sportsmanship. You may repeat after me. I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under control in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. At this time, I'd like to pass the baton down to the field. Direct your attention there for the All-State Awards for 2024.
And I think we're good to go. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Once again, welcome to Mike Lansing Field. My name is David Suttle from WyoPreps.com. And for the third year here at the opening ceremonies of the AA State Tournament, we're going to announce our second team and first team honorees as voted on by the head coaches. 2 years ago, we started this. Last year we brought in plaques, and this year we're doing plaques again. We're going to begin with the second team, and it's going to go in order of team names. So it'll go Casper, Cheyenne Hawks, Cheyenne Sixers, and down the line. All right, ladies and gentlemen? So we begin with our first second team All-State selection from the Casper Oilers. He was first team last year, second team this year, Hunter Houck. Also from the Casper Oilers, Kobe Pexton. Next up from the Cheyenne Hawks, a second team All-State selection, Reed Horton. Also from the Cheyenne Hawks, Aiden Froge. Second team All-State from the Cheyenne Hawks, Quentin King. And Kian McDonough. Second team All-State from the Cheyenne Sixers, Marcus George. Next up from the Cheyenne Sixers, a second-team All-State selection, Nolan Horton. After Mr. Horton, Landon McAnally. And finally from the Cheyenne Sixers, second-team All-State, Andrew Thompson. Our next second-team All-State selection is actually second-team All-State for the third straight season from the Gillette Riders, Grayson Sargent. Our next two second-team All-State selections hail from the Jackson Giants. We begin with Daringer Holding, excuse me. And also from the Jackson Giants, Bridger Olhausen. On to the Lemery Rangers, second-team All-State in 2024, Sam Hoyt. And from the Lemery Rangers, second-team All-State for a second straight year, Tayton Moore. From the Rock Springs Stallions, second-team All-State, Billy Peterson. And from the Stallions, second-team All-State, Ryan Zotti. And our final second-team All-State selections, we have three from the Sheridan Troopers. First up, Tanner Hamrick. After Tanner, Frankie Maestri. And finally from the Sheridan Troopers, second-team All-State, Tyler Reeson. Gentlemen, we're going to get a couple photos here, so if we can have a first row and a second row. It's like herding cats, right? I'm just kidding. Guys, congratulations on being second team All-State at the AA level in 2024. Now on to our first team All-State selections as voted on by the 8 head coaches. We begin with the Casper Oilers, Trick Behrens. Also from the Casper Oilers, Holden Christensen. And from the Casper Oilers, first team All-State honoree, second year in a row, Saxton Smith. From the Cheyenne Sixers, after being second team last year, he's a first team All-State selection here in 2024, Braden Pearson. His teammates, second team last year, first team this year, Hayden Swain. Our next honoree earns his third All-State honor. He was second team in 2022, first team last year and first team this year, Mason Tafoya. And And also from the Cheyenne Sixers, second team All-State last year, first team this year, Corey Williams. Moving on to our next selections. Here you go, Mr. Chairman. Our next first team All-State player has been All-State now for a third time in his career, second team in 2022, first team in 2023 from the Gillette Riders, first team again this year, Mason Drew. Joining him from the Gillette Riders, first team All-State here in 2024, Dominic Hecker. A second team selection the previous 2 seasons. He's now first team this year from the Gillette Riders, Carver Partlow. Our next honoree from the Gillette Riders, first team All-State for a second straight year, Seth Peterson. And also from the Gillette Riders, making his first team appearance for the second straight year in a row, we're talking about Riley Schilling. Moving on our first team All-State selection from the Jackson Giants, Tegan Mortensen. Our next All-State selection has been All-State all 5 years of his career. Second team in 2020, and now his 4th first team All-State award from the Laramie Rangers, Brandon Chavez. Also from the Laramie Rangers, he was second team All-State last season, first team this year, Ben Malone. And we're starting to get down to our final first team AA All-State selections here in 2024. We begin with, for the second straight year, our first team honoree from the Sheridan Troopers, Avon Barney. This young man makes All-State for the 3rd time in his career. He was second team in 2022, first team last year, and first team again this year, Cale Hamrick. And our final AA All-State first team selection from the Sheridan Troopers, Tyler Hutton. Gentlemen, congratulations. We're also going to do a photo right here. All right. Here we go. Everybody plaques up. 3, 2. Congratulations, our first team All-State selections for Wyoming American Legion Baseball in AA. Before we let you go, ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 special awards to give out. We start with the AA Pitcher of the Year, as voted on by the coaches. It goes to, from the Sheridan Troopers, Avon Barney. Our next, and congratulations Avon Barney, our Pitcher of the Year. Our next special award is our AA Player of the Year, as voted on by the coaches. From the Gillette Riders, Riley Schilling. And finally, our AA Coach of the Year in 2024 is voted on by his peers from the Cheyenne Hawks, Brad Barker.
Why does it look like you Why do you get so probation off that?
Push I mean, it's better, you know.
Again, give it up for our Player of the Year, Riley Schilling, Pitcher of the Year, Avin Barney, and Brad Barker, the Coach of the Year, as voted on by your 8 head coaches of the double level. Congratulations to all of this year's recipients. We're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a special award right now to hand out here on the field. It is our Hall of Fame recipient. And, well, let's just start with, what's the best piece of advice we can give you about our next inductee? Don't allow the gruff voice and rough demeanor to intimidate, scare, or worry you. It's just who he is. Every once in a while he smiles. He's actually a really big teddy bear with a fungo. This gentleman has served Wyoming Legion Baseball for 57 years. That's 5-7, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the guy I've been out here next to, our state commissioner, Jack Sims. Rough demeanor? I don't know, Jack. You try giving your spare time, your weekends, and any resemblance of a normal life in Wyoming to young people who play baseball and their parents. And I think we all get it, the sacrifices that somebody who's been around Legion Baseball for 57 years has made. A gruff voice, Jack's just one of those caring guys. He's truly cared more about Wyoming young people than he's ever cared about winning. His baseball legacy is just one of service. Jack started coaching at the young, ripe age of 19. He coached for 32 years, mostly at the U15 level. He actually umpired Legion Baseball for 10 years. He has served on various baseball boards, including the Casper Youth Baseball for 3 years, Cody Babe Ruth for 3 years, Cody American Legion for 4, Casper American Legion for 12 years, and the Wyoming American Legion State Board for 8 years. He's literally served in every office on these local baseball boards, including president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and board member. For the state, Jack has served as Northwest representative for Wyoming, assistant state chairman, and for these past 3 years as our state chairman. And he hopes to continue being the state chairman for a few more years. During Jack's time on the state board, the Hall of Fame was launched. The Class A All-Star Game kicked off in the state. The Wyoming in the Minors program started. This is a listing of all the players from the state of Wyoming in Legion Baseball who have signed a professional contract at some point in time. And today, just like we did, we recognize the AA All-State players on the first day of the state tournament as they receive plaques. The Class A All-State players are recognized with their plaques at the Single A All-Star Game, which happens to be coming up on August 10th in Green River. Other accomplishments, the Wyoming Legion Baseball now has a policies and procedures manual, and the number of teams playing Legion Baseball continues to grow around the state. Can anyone think of a more deserving spot for our Wyoming American Legion Baseball Hall of Fame than Jack Sims? I don't think you can. Despite this legacy of service, Jack's proudest moment in Wyoming will always be in 2019, and I remember it fondly because I was there in Gillette when Jack and Tony watched their son Josh Sims coach the Casper Oilers to the 2019 AA American Legion State Championship. Jack has remained a diligent baseball guy who leads with humility, courage, and integrity. Congratulations to Jack Sims. Here's a big thank you to you and your family for your contributions to Wyoming baseball. Jack Sims, give it up for our Hall of Fame induction. He's being presented his Hall of Fame plaque by his son, Josh Sims. Congratulations, Jack, and thanks, Josh, for presenting his Hall of Fame plaque in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our special awards presentation. I will hand things over to Mr. Kalen Hill.
At this time, we will present colors and be joined for our national anthem by University of Wyoming junior Leah Rose.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome live inside the Union broadcast booth is beautiful rendition of the national anthem and also the opening ceremony and awards presented out to players who made all state selections, and then some special awards as well, such as Player of the Year, Pitcher of the Year, and of course Hall of Fame honors. We'll take a break here, and afterwards we'll have our Farmers Insurance scene set. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation on mylocalradio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have two beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Hop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Welcome back live inside the Union Broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Pulling for today's contest. As we have the number 7 seed out here at the Double State Tournament, the Jackson Giants versus the Casper Oilers. And Aaron, our nightcap matchup, Casper, the home team and the hosting team for this tournament. What are some of the key aspects for Casper tonight if they want to start night one with a win on their home turf?
Casper's got to come out and they got to play clean baseball. It's something they've done pretty much the majority of the year. They tied for the 1 seed, ended up losing down the tiebreaker with the Sixers. So if they come out and they play clean ball, the rest should probably take care of itself. For the Jackson Giants, much like the same situation that Rock Springs was in earlier, you're playing the home team in the nightcap, and for some reason in the nightcap, it seems that magic always happens with that home team, and they're going to have the loudest crowd of the day. It's going to be really loud here. There's quite a few fans that have stuck around for this final game. And for Casper, just ride that momentum, ride the energy of your home crowd. For the Giants, you want to try to quell that energy. You want to try to make it quiet. I mean, the Jackson Giants were the 6th seed last year. They played the Riders, who were the 3 seed in Gillette. And, this tournament was played at Jackson. Jackson came away with the win. So they completely understand what that home field magic is like. So for the Giants, you want to come out that first inning. If you put a couple runs up on the board, try to quiet down the crowd, make your life a little bit easier when you head to the field.
Yeah, and also Jackson has longtime head coach Jason Huggins as well, who is a, big figure here in Wyoming American Legion baseball and knows how to pull off some upsets and get his guys going really well. And overall, Jackson, they have some powerful hitters in their lineup, and if those guys can tag the wall or even hit it over the fence, this ballpark is ginormous. It could spell an upset win for Jackson tonight. That's Farmers Insurance Scene Set here in the Casine's Ace pre-game show. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament here in Casper, Wyoming on mylocalradio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelo's has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelo's also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelo's is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road in Lyman. Covelo's Auto Farm Service.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Growing up is all about having your independence. And Y-High is here to help you gain real financial freedom with a Y-High Independence account. With an emphasis on education, growth, and experience, the Y-High Independence account prepares you to handle your own finances, so you're ready for what life throws your way. We're talking no parent or legal guardian required on your account, no risk of collections or negative reporting, and no overdraft fees. Find your independence with a Y-High Independence account today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have two beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth as we have our nightcap matchup. It is the 7th seed, the Jackson Giants, versus the host of the 2024 AA State Tournament here at Mike Lansing Field. It is the Casper Oilers, and a little bit of a rundown of the games so far today in the 2024 State Tournament. Sheridan won versus Laramie 3-1, and then they faced the winner of Cheyenne, the Cheyenne Sixers versus Rock Springs, and Cheyenne won 14-4 by Mercy Rule. And then in our last game, Gillette won against the Cheyenne Hawks 9-2. That game went the distance. Now we have Jackson versus Casper. That's for the loser bracket tomorrow on day 2. A loss and your season is done. The loser of this matchup will play the Cheyenne Hawks, and then we have Laramie versus Rock Springs, and the game times for tomorrow. Laramie versus Rock Springs at 10 a.m. The Cheyenne Hawks versus the loser of this matchup between Jackson and Casper at 1 p.m. And then 4 p.m. it will be Sheridan versus the Cheyenne Sixers, and 7 p.m. Gillette will face the winner of this matchup, the final matchup for day 1. And Aaron, some good matchups tomorrow.
Yeah, of course, starting off, I mean, you got Sheridan and the Sixers. Sheridan was able to beat Cheyenne earlier in the season. And, Gillette versus both of these teams would be a fascinating matchup, one, because last year the Giants were able to knock off the Riders in the state tournament, so the Riders will be looking for a little bit of revenge there. And, of course, Gillette versus Casper, a 2 versus 3 matchup. That would be a ton of fun as well. And, what was it, Laramie and Rock Springs? That's a very interesting game. And, those games where your back's against the wall, it's very interesting to see how teams come out and play those games.
Yeah, very interesting for sure, because you have some teams that, go out there and they win with their backs against the wall, and then you have some teams that loss could deflate them, and they end out losing 2 straight, and they're out of the state tournament on day number 2. And another fact of business, whoever wins the state tournament at the AA level will move to the Northwest Regional next week in Billings, Montana. The My Local Radio crew will be up there for coverage of that tournament. My friend Aaron Pauling, Jace Andrews, and Dan Hubbard will be up there for that fun time up there, up in Billings.
Yeah, still got a lot to be determined here, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still day 1 of a 4-day tournament. Yeah. We've got 4 more games tomorrow, 3 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, and then possibly 1 or 2 on Friday, depending how the bracket shakes out.
Yes, absolutely. As both teams finishing up warm-ups here, as we'll get the first inning going soon. As earlier on, we had the All-State Awards, and then Player of the Year, Pitcher of the Year, Coach of the Year, and, of course, also a Hall of Fame announcement. And just a great atmosphere to see all those teams on the field because, they're all here, of course, playing, but you don't see all of the 8 teams on the field standing around and just, cheering on and clapping on fellow competitors.
Yeah, I mean, they line up around the infield. It's a beautiful sight. This is my second year seeing it. Last year, it was new to me. It's just kind of watching from, it. I don't want to say an outsider's perspective now, but, now that we're ingrained in it, but watching it from last year from the first time ever, it's really interesting. I've never seen anything like it where you get together for, all these awards, all these all-state awards. Back home in Michigan when we did it, your coach would come in one day and school probably the next fall and just be like, oh, yeah, by the way, you were this, and this. Actually, I found out I was an all-state honorable mention 5 years after I graduated. I went back to give a speech after I got out of the Marine Corps. I went back just to kind of give a speech about what it meant to be a Red Devil, which is the mascot of the school that I went to. And in my introduction, I was sitting next to one of my friends, and they're reading off all this list of stuff. I mean, granted, very short list. Let's be honest.
Very short list. Yes.
I'm not gonna pump the tires too much, but yeah, and just I found that out then, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that because I didn't think I was. And I just didn't find out, or I just didn't remember, which I think I would have remembered something like that. I just kind of found out afterwards, which I don't know. I guess that was cool, but I mean,
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. So
I like them doing it this way much better. You get a plaque. Yes. You get to go be with all the other all-staters. I think I just like this more because now, you get that combined photo of everyone in their jersey.
Absolutely.
There's something about that I think is special.
Absolutely. And, especially in front of a great crowd as well. A lot of people here tonight for the home side Casper Oilers. And I have a similar story to you. I didn't know I lettered in golf my freshman year of high school, and right before I was supposed to leave for college, just about 2 months after I graduated, all of a sudden I get a call from my coach. He's prepping for football season. He's like, hey, come stop by the practice. I would give you your white letter because you lettered all 4 years. And my response was, oh, I didn't know I lettered all 4 years. And he's like, yeah, you did. I was like, all right, I'll swing by. So
yeah, I just like this because it's something that the kids can physically see. And, that's not going to happen because you're mentioned out on the field. And I think this is the way to do it, to be honest. But you got to remember, back home in Michigan, it's not possible to do a tournament where all teams come together for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a much different thing, and it's one of the nice things about being out here in Wyoming, where there are only 8 AA teams, is you can do things like this that are kind of, I call them cozy because you get all the teams in one spot, and there's something to this. I really like this format. I mean, obviously, there's something about a 3-week tournament across the state, but I mean, you get here 5 days, and we're going to determine who the winner is by Friday. I love this format. I think this format's so much fun. It's double elimination. If you don't have it one day, you're not eliminated automatically, and you're not really stuck between a rock and a hard place of, we're down 7-0, but what are we going to do if we can't come back? We'll be done. Where you get to come back and take another crack at it the next day if it's your first loss.
Absolutely, and those teams that have their first loss so far are the Cheyenne Hawks, Wyoming Rangers, and Rock Spring Stallions. They get a crack at it tomorrow in an elimination game. Winner survives on to day 3 of this tournament, as right now you got 3 winning teams who are Sheridan, the Cheyenne Sixers, and Gillette. They are guaranteed to stay here at least until day 4 of the tournament, and we'll see who makes it on to day 5 for a possible championship game. A lot of baseball left ahead, a lot of action left as well, as both teams still finalizing warm-ups here on the field.
Giving us some time to get loose again. We want to let you know that after tomorrow, the games start at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 7 p.m., as they're going to eliminate the 10 a.m. game, and, I like that decision. I'm not a morning person.
I'm not complaining about it either.
No.
We get to sleep in a little bit at the hotel, and
yeah, if you're sleeping in until like noon, Anthony, you didn't know. We're going to have 8 o'clock wake up, 8 o'clock breakfast. You're going to run laps around the building. You got to get that stamina up, get that lung capacity up.
Get a little pump in, a little bit, bench press.
Yeah, I'm going to bench press some donuts into my mouth maybe. But, yeah, it's just one of those things that I really like the way this tournament plays out. You got the single A over in Powell as well. The double elimination tournament, there's something to that format where, you have like we talked about, you have a bad day, you can come back. Even Powell last year.
Absolutely.
They're the perfect example of that. They got smacked by Cody the first time they played in the state tournament, as those teams are probably about to throw their first pitch. If not, they have already thrown their first pitch over in Powell, and then Powell came back and they came out and they won 2 on Sunday to win, or 2 on the final day to win the championship game. And it's just one of those things that it's a double elimination tournament that's double the hectic stuff that could happen.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. As the umps are on the field, looks like coaches are going to exchange lineup cards as well. So we'll take a quick break here. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation on MyLocalRadio.com and My Local Radio Sports Network.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
At Blacks Fork Dental, we're not just a dental office, we're a family. We believe in inspiring lasting smiles, and that means welcoming patients of all ages. From the littlest smiles to the wisest grins, our team is here to provide gentle and caring dental care for your entire family. Our warm and friendly atmosphere will make you and your kids feel right at home, ensuring every visit is a positive one. At our office, we use the latest technology to provide top-notch care for your family's dental needs, from x-rays to crowns, clear correct to implants, or even dentures. Blacks Fork Dental, where advanced technology meets compassionate care. Join our dental family today by scheduling at blacksforkdental.com.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond, or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Welcome back live inside the Union Broadcast booth. Wyoming's Digital Highway. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling. As we have Jackson versus Casper here. As right now we're getting lineups named down. We'll might as well get with the lineups as well. The batting order for the Jackson Giants: Robert Morales the lead off, Brendan Menke on deck, Tegan Mortensen in the hole, and the rest of the order batting fourth, Bridger Olnhausen. Fifth is Carson Beezer. 6th, Wyatt Moore. 7th is Brennan Witt. 8th is Ike Cope, and 9th is Bryson Allen. And the defensive alignment for the Casper Oilers: Trig Barons on the mound, Holden Christensen behind home plate, Hunter Hawk at first base. Third base will be Saxton Smith. Shortstop, Kobe Paxton. At second, it will be Thomas Stokes. In the left field, going left to right, Ryan Devereaux. In center field, it will be Eric Whitley, and in right field, Jack Nichols for Casper. Jackson wearing baby blue uniforms with a baby blue jersey and white pants, as Casper are wearing University of Wyoming cowboy-themed uniforms here tonight. All whites with brown numbers and letters with yellow outlining on them, as right now Casper being introduced here, and everyone on their feet as a great hometown showing tonight for their Oilers.
Absolutely. This is what's special about the state tournament. You know, you think back to last year in Jackson, it was loud, it was packed, it was awesome. You know, there's something about these home site teams that the crowds show up. I go back to the Northwest Regional last year in Gillette. During the Gillette home games, myself, and our broadcast colleagues Dan Hubbard and Elon Olive had to hold the cameras because the crowd was shaking the bleachers so much that our cameras were bouncing. We had to hold the cameras during Gillette games, and man, it is just a special, special atmosphere at these types of tournaments when it's the home team playing.
Absolutely, for sure. And, you know, when the cameras are shaking, you know it's loud, and we might see that tonight here because a lot of great home fans on tap for this matchup in Jackson. They're going to have a challenge here tonight as the road side. It's going to be loud. It's going to be crazy, as, you know, fans seem to like the nightcap games a lot instead of, you know, regular normal day games. And,
well,
you know, yeah.
I mean, the tournament's played Monday through Friday.
That's true.
So if you think about it, you know, not a lot of people get off a full week to come watch a baseball tournament. So it's an opportunity for the home fans to come out. I mean, I'm sure there are parents who are able to do so, but not everyone can do that. And that's part of what makes this atmosphere special is people are getting off work. They're, you know, hey, let's go down to the ballpark, catch a game. And
absolutely. And also, you know, help out the Oilers as well. You know, hey, get some food, get some tickets, get some good seats, and enjoy some American Legion baseball. And, of course, if you're a fan of American Legion baseball or baseball in the state of Wyoming, we have the single A tournament currently going on in Powell and the double A state tournament here in Casper. So we'll have all of those games. I know single A is kind of close towards the end stages.
Tomorrow's their semifinals. And right now, the semifinals, we can tell you what the semifinals are going to be. Actually, let's double check the Evanston-Lovell game, but I'm pretty sure Lovell ended up winning that one. As a semifinalist in single A, it'll be Cody and Powell, as both those teams are undefeated playing right now. Casper, by way of beating Torrington earlier today, earned themselves into the semifinals, as the Lovell Mustangs are the 4th team. As I believe it'll probably be Casper Powell, Lovell Cody. Yeah. Casper and Cody cannot play because they've already played each other once in the tournament yesterday. So that is how that's shaking out. Don't quote me on that. I'm not looking at a bracket for single A. I'm just kind of going off of memory and trying to memorize that. But my memory, I do remember Trig Behrens last year, who opened the tournament for Casper on the mound against Laramie. He was phenomenal against Laramie. Didn't allow a hit until the 5th inning of that game, as he was incredible. Let's see what he has for us today.
He's on the mound here tonight. And a little bit of the pitching matchup, they'll be versus Derringer Holding of Jackson. And I've seen Derringer play in person. And all the games I've covered I've seen Jackson play in, he has averaged at least 12 strikeouts in all of those games. But also this Casper team that loves to mash up baseballs. Yeah. So we're going to see what happens tonight, as looks like everyone is about ready and set to go. Robert Morales to lead off here for the Giants, playing shortstop tonight against Trig Behrens on the mound for Casper.
This should be an interesting matchup on the mound. Two pretty good pitchers here. Start day one.
Behrens with the first offering above the zone, 1-0, and first pitch at 7:21 local time here in Casper. Behrens kicks and fires the 1-0 and above the zone once again, almost the same placement, 2-0.
Yeah, he's got to finish. Missed those first 2 fastballs above the zone. Really snap it through and finish the pitch.
Behrens kicks and deals the 2-0 and just outside the zone. Now a 3-0 count here for Morales.
And he was able to get that one down into the zone vertically. Now you just got to get back over the plate. Sometimes that first strike's the hardest one to throw.
The 3-0 and a fastball right down the middle. 3-1 the count.
And, sometimes pitchers, when they get in a 3-0 count, they just feel comfortable because they know that batter's not swinging the leadoff spot 3-0.
3-1 offering. 3-2 as Behrens has came from behind. Now a full count opportunity.
All right, good chance here to get back on the count. Pretty good at bat, though, for Morales, being patient.
Full count offering from Behrens. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for out number 1.
Yeah, that's a great job responding there by Behrens. You fall behind 3-0. We talked about sometimes that 3-0 fastball, because they're not swinging. It relaxes a pitcher and is able to find his rhythm, find his motion, find his mechanics. Found the strike zone 3 straight times.
Absolutely. As now Brendan Menke to the plate here, the catcher in today's lineup for the Giants. The offering, and that goes inside. Be a 1-0 count.
Sometimes as a pitcher with this atmosphere, it's human nature to overthrow. You're excited. The crowd's amped. You're amped.
The 1-0 and fouled off by Menke to the backstop. Make it 1-1.
You never really know the feeling of starting that night game on the opening day of the state tournament until you actually do it.
Absolutely. Just getting those jitters out. The 1-1 and high and outside, making out 2-1 the count. One out here.
Breaking ball that slipped out of his hand right there. And sometimes that's the pitch that's hardest to find, because you got to have a little more finesse to it.
Kicks and deals the 2-1 just outside the zone. Make it a 3-1 here against Menke. Behrens starts his motion. The 3-1 offering. And that'll be ball number 4. And Menke will get on base with a 1-out walk.
That's a good at bat there from Menke. Good job by the top 2 hitters for this Jackson team. Really seeing a lot of pitches, as Behrens is up to 10 pitches already. Over 10 pitches in the game already.
Tegan Mortensen playing first base now at the plate. Menke on first with a 1-out walk here at the top of the first. No one on the scoreboard yet in this matchup. Barron's keeping an eye on Menke at first. Kicks and deals. Morrison sends that one into center field. Backing up is Whitley for out number 2. And it looks like a runner trying to get to second, and safe is Menke. And now runner in scoring position for Jackson.
That is heads up base running there for Menke, as going back on the ball, Whitley kind of, I don't want to say played casually, but the way the ball flew, he couldn't get behind it to throw it ball in. Menke recognized that, tagged from first, got himself in scoring position for the cleanup hitter.
And that's kind of the, attention to detail you need in the state tournament. Is now Bridger Olhausen to the plate here, playing right field for the Giants. Barron's keeping an eye on Menke at second. The first offering that tags the inner part of the zone, 0-1.
That's a much better breaking ball than the one he threw earlier in the inning. He was able to snap that one through, got it down into the zone, got it at the knees. It's a good spot for that pitch.
Barron's gets set. Eyes the runner at second. The 0-1 offering straight down the middle. A strike on that fastball.
That's a great fastball there. As he went inside with the breaking ball, goes the outside part of the plate with that fastball.
The 0-2 ahead here for Olhausen. Barron's. Keep an eye on Menke. Set, kicks, and deals, and fouled straight to the backstop. Count remains 0-2 here for Bridger Olhausen.
It's a good job there by Olhausen, as that pitch was maybe borderline top of the zone. Too close to take with 2 strikes. He follows it back, trying to see if he can get a pitch that he can handle.
Barron's trying to get the final out here in the top of the first. And time called by Olhausen. So we'll regroup here. Olhausen will now enter the batter's box once again. Barron's gets set and fires away the 0-2 offering, and that nails Olhausen, and he will trot to first base here with 2 outs in the top of the first.
Sometimes as a batter, that if you're down 0-2 and you get hit, you kind of feel a bit of relief, especially if it's a breaking ball there. It wasn't the express from Barron's, as that breaking ball looked like it slipped out of his hands. And, as a pitcher, up 0-2, the last thing you want to do is hit a batter. It's just a bad feeling because you're way ahead. You have them where you want them, and one just slips out of your hand and it gets away from you.
Carson Beezer to the plate, the second baseman for the Giants in today's matchup. Runners on first and second for Jackson. Barron's with the offering and tags the lower portion of the zone. 0-1 the count.
It's a really good fastball right there. It's a good spot. Tough to do a lot of damage with that pitch.
Barron's looking for the sign. Kicks and fires the 0-1 pitch just outside on the top corner of the zone, 1-1. Olhausen at first, Menke at second. No one yet on the Heritage Auto Evanston scoreboard. Top of the first, 2 outs. And a little grounder out to Smith at third to throw to first in time for out number 3. After the break, we'll see the Casper Oilers up to bat. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. Wyoming's premier digital highway. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling here as Casper able to retire Jackson in the top of the first. And now the Oilers up to bat, leading off the Eric Whitley. On deck, Ryan Devereaux. And in the hole, Saxton Smith as the rest of the batting order. Hunter Hawk backs fourth. Fifth is Holden Christensen. Sixth, Jack Nichols. Seventh, Kobe Paxson. Eighth is Kylan DePorter. And batting ninth will be Thomas Stokes. And the defensive lineman for Jackson starting the mound is Derringer Holding. Behind home plate, Brendan Menke. At first base, Tegan Morrison. Third base, Bryson Allen. At shortstop, Robert Morales. Second base, Carson Beezer. And going left to right in the outfield. In left field, Ike Cope. Center field, Brennan Witt. And in right field, Bridger Olhausen for the Jackson Giants. And once again, the team colors tonight, Jackson with the baby blue jersey, white pants, and white hat, as Casper wearing University of Wyoming Cowboy-themed jerseys here tonight, all white with brown letters with yellow outlinings.
Yeah, a couple of pretty sharp uniforms, and I was talking with a couple of the parents from Casper, and there are some pretty sharp uniforms in American Legion, and these are two of them. I really like the Wyoming colors. Just simple white, brown, and yellow, and I just really enjoy that. And for these light powder blues, I think Jackson does them well, especially going with the white hats. I really like the white on top, white on bottom with the powder blue in front
as well.
Because I think you can overdo it with powder blue sometimes. I mean, I'm wearing a polo and George jean shorts, so I mean, I wouldn't take my fashion advice.
Holding gets the fastball down there, 0-1 here in the bottom of the first. And these type of uniforms, belong on the nightcap. As Holding fires that one at 0-2. Bottom of the as Whitley in the box. 1-2 the count. Holding with the offering. Whitley fires one into shallow right field, and that will drop for a leadoff single.
That's a great piece of hitting right there. Breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Just going with that pitch behind the count, 2 strikes, going the other way, able to just loop it into right field for a leadoff single.
And now Ryan Devereaux to the dish here. As Whitley on first here in the bottom of the first, no outs. See what Holding can do after allowing the leadoff single. Holding keep an eye on the runner at first. Holding getting set, kicks and fires. And the first offering tags the upper part of the zone, 0-1. Holding, keeping an eye on Whitley. Pickoff attempt back to first, and Whitley slides in and is safe.
You got to be careful dropping down sidearm on the pickoff attempt because you hold on to that ball a split second too long. I think it's spiked down the right field line.
Holding nods the 0-1 offering. A little chopper off the mound. The second baseman tags it back, but looks like Whitley is safe. And Devereaux out on the throw to first. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, runner going in motion saves a double play there as that was tailor-made. Good play there by Morales at short as he fields the ball. Steps on the base, but Whitley beat his foot through the bag. It's a good job, absorbing some of that contact and making the throw and making sure you get at least 1 out.
Runner in scoring position here. 1 out in the bottom of the first. And now Saxton Smith, the third baseman for Casper. Up to bat on deck will be Hunter Hawk. Holding, getting set here. Holding, keeping an eye on Whitley at second. The first offering to Smith is a breaking ball that hits the zone 0-1.
Yeah, Holding has already shown that he is willing to use that breaking ball early in the counts, try to keep his hitter off balance.
Holding, getting set once again. The 0-1 offering just outside the zone, now 1-1.
And sometimes it's referred to as pitching backwards, using your secondary stuff to get ahead. And some pitchers will still use it to get the out, or they'll try to throw that fastball after a bunch of breaking balls. Looks about 5 miles an hour faster.
The 1-1 offering, swing and a miss from Smith. And a strike 2. Now 1-2 count here, advantage towards to Holding.
Yeah, Saxton Smith was not trying to go the other way and shoot the gap between first and second with that swing. That was a big swing at a 1-1 pitch.
Holding kicks and fires the 1-2 just outside. Menke with a good block to hold Whitley at second. And that ball gets a little bit away from Holding on the mound.
Yeah, it's good hustle between the middle infielders. The last thing you want as a baseball player, the worst thing in the world is a runner advancing on a throwback from to the mound when, the play is basically over. It's one of the, most routine things in the game of baseball, but it can get away.
Now even 2-2 count here for Saxton Smith. Swing and a miss and a strikeout there. Holding's first one of the day.
It's a great fastball there on the outside part of the plate. As after a couple of breaking balls, that fastball got a little bit of extra zip to it, to the batter's eye.
And now 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Casper with the runner in scoring position at second in Whitley. And now Hunter Hawk to the plate. Holding kicks and deals. And the fastball just outside, 1-0 count. Holding. Getting set here once again. The 1-0 just outside. Make it a 2-0 count here.
There's a good pitch there off the outside part of the plate and just missed. That's a spot, though, where if you miss, you're not going to get hurt there. It's going to be real tough to do a lot of damage with that pitch.
The 2-0 offering just outside once again goes into the dirt. 3-0. As Hawk in a good spot here in a 3-0 count.
Yeah, let's either give him the green light here. If you get a fastball in the middle of the plate, see if he takes a hack at it.
Holding the 3-0. And that pitch jumps inside, and they're going to say that tag the zone.
Yeah, you got a 3-0 breaking ball, it looked like.
It's now a 3-1 as Hawk thought that was ball 4. Hawk re-enters the batter's box. Whitley at second. A 3-1 and now a 3-2.
Yeah, behind 3-0, back-to-back breaking balls. I'm not sure I've seen that real often. I mean, kind of shows you the confidence that Holding has in that curveball.
Now a full count here for Hawk. Holding the 3-2 offering, and that ball lands outside the zone. And it'll be a walk for Hunter Hawk.
That is the one thing about throwing multiple breaking balls in an at-bat is the batter, each time you throw it, they're going to pick it up just a little bit better each time. And that time he was able to pick up a breaking ball. It started on the outside corner and broke off the plate. It's a really good take there by Hawk.
And that helps now the next batter up here in the 5-hole, Holding Christensen, as Hawk and Derringer Holding had a little bit of a battle there. So, and Holding gets off the bump. And now we'll get back on here. First offering to Christensen. Slide outside, gets away from Menke. Both runners will advance a base. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Casper.
I was just about to say that walk to Hawk might not be the worst thing in the world just because that's the cleanup hitter. Runner on second, you're able to navigate your way into 2 outs. But now that the ball got away, you kind of put, now you're 2 runners in scoring position. Base hit scores 2. That's always the risk of trying to pitch around a guy like that.
The 1-0 offering and a liner out to Morales at short. The throw to first in time for out number 3. Jackson gets out of a tough situation. After break, we'll move to the top of the second. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament. tournament on mylocalradio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Welcome back live inside the Union Broadcast booth. Wyoming's premier digital highway. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling. Top of the second. Jackson back up to bat. It'll be Wyatt Moore, the DH, leading off. Brennan Witt on deck, and Ike Cope in the hole for the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants did a good job in that first inning. They were unable to score, but you got to imagine that Barons is on a pitch count. Probably going to want to try to bring him back later in the tournament. So it's a good job by the Giants as they saw over 15 pitches the last time I saw the pitch count. I'll give you the official pitch count in a second after game changer updates. But, I mean, you know, the more pitches you see early on in the game, the more opportunity you have to possibly face someone else.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you want to try to get it done against Barons, but he's a phenomenal pitcher. We talked about last year that he had, you know, quite a few innings of no-hit baseball to start the game, start the tournament, in fact. So, I mean, if you continue to grind out at bats, it's going to put Casper in a bind of, do we let him go all the way to try to win this game and we won't have him the rest of the way, or do we take him out and try to use another arm to get through it?
Good point indeed. Barons with the offering, and Moore straight out to the second baseman in Stokes, and throw over to Hawk for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, he stung that ball. Unfortunately, it's right at the second baseman. Pretty good play coming in, getting the short hop, as if you're watching at home, he charged that ball. Instead of staying back on it, letting the ball come to him, he went and got the hop he wanted. It makes it a lot easier to field a play like that. Sometimes those line drives off the bat, they have some sideways spin that can really make it tough on an infielder.
Menke. Correction, actually Burns to Brennan Witt here.
Yeah, Barron's over 20 pitches already in the contest.
Another offering just outside. 1-1 count here for Witt.
And that's with the last batter swinging first pitch, too. Kind of shows you the job they did in the first inning, driving up that pitch count.
Barons. The even 1-1 offering, and Witt will drop that into right field in a sliding catch by Jack Nichols for out number 2.
It's an incredible play by Nichols coming in, as that ball looked like it was destined for the right field grass. It's a good swing there by Witt. Pitch on the outside corner, going with it.
Now Ike Cope up to bat here. 2 outs in the top of the second.
And this inning, if Barons can get through this last out fairly quickly, this would be a great inning to get him back on track with his pitch count, as you can almost undo all of the work that Jackson did in that first inning to run his pitch count up.
So far, it's only been 3 pitches for Barons here, as that one high and above the zone, 1-0.
That's a good take from Cope. Obviously, it's a ball, but also, you know, you don't want to allow a pitcher to get you 1, 2, 3 on 4 pitches.
The 1-0 offering to Cope. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 now, even 1-1 count here for Ike Cope, the starting left fielder. 2 outs here, no one on base. 0's on the scoreboard. And Barron's fastball just a little bit outside. 2-1 count. Barron's getting set here. Kicks and deals the 2-1. And once again, that fastball just a little bit outside. 3-1, good eye by Cope.
It's a good take there. It's a pitch that's real tough to do. It started on the plate, broke off. Has that fastball had some late life to it.
A 3-1 offering, and Cope will foul that to the backstop. Now a full count here, 3-2. Casper looking to retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Barron's set. And Cope will foul that one over the right side bleachers. And now we'll redo the 3-2 count.
That's a pretty good at bat for Cope. You know, you don't want to have Holden go back to the mound right away, especially after a quick inning. You try to battle and get him some rest.
As that pitch outside and goes a little bit behind Cope, so it will be a 2-out walk for the Giants.
Yeah, breaking ball just slipped out of his hand there. Looked like he was trying to go 3-2 breaking ball. And sometimes when it slips out, you know, that's how he hit the batter in the first inning with a breaking ball that slipped. Ball tends to have a kind of effect, almost like a screwball almost when it slips out with the wrong spin. And it just kind of tails behind the batter.
And now Bryson Allen, the third baseman, to the play here, batting in the 9th spot. Pickoff attempt at first, and the runner is safe. Barron's getting set. First offering to Allen. Swing and a miss. A strike there. A 0-1 count here with 2 outs.
It's a good pitch on the outside part of the plate. Pretty good hack there by Allen, trying to do some damage on the first pitch.
Top of the second. No one on the scoreboard yet. Runner on first for the Giants. Swing and a miss. Another hack by Allen. Now a 0-2 count.
Back-to-back fastballs on the outer third. See what Barron's has in mind here is he has him set up for a breaking ball to start on that outer third of the plate and just fall off the table.
Trick Barron's the 0-2 offering just above the zone. Make it 1-2.
Take that last comment about the breaking ball and double it now as he went fastball high.
The 1-2. Ahead here for Allen. And just above the zone now, a 2-2 count. Runner on first in Cope. Barron's nods his head, kicks and deals the 2-2. And once again, just barely above the zone now. A full count here for Allen.
It's been pretty good at bat. Fell behind with 2 perfectly dotted fastballs. They really want him to get that. Try to swing at that fastball above the zone. Allen not willing to. Runs it all the way full.
Great at bat so far by Allen. Pickoff attempt at first. That ball gets away and goes off the ump and back to the first baseman in Hawk. So the runner will stay at first. Looks like the first base umpire is okay.
Go ahead and give the umpire an assist there. That ball looked like that was going to roll down the fence line. That could have been to third base for the runner Cope at first.
Full count offering from Barron's. Cope decides to run, and the ball outside anyway for ball 4. So runners on first and second.
Yeah, 3-2, 2 outs there for Cope. You take off trying to get that extra step to see if maybe a base hit through and get yourself to third. You know, just because with 3-2, 2 outs, strike out, innings over. If they walk, you're automatically at second.
Yep. So now runners on first and second for Jackson. And a quick little discussion with the shortstop in Paxton and Christensen. As now the top of the order for the Giants in Robert Morales. His first at-bat of the day.
After a couple of quick outs here in the inning, the Giants have done a good job grinding at-bats out again.
Barron's kicks and deals. Morales, first opportunity, and that goes over the Union broadcast booth and out of play, 0-1. I was expecting a big thump off the roof.
Yeah, it cleared us completely.
And now the 0-1 here. Morales, a strikeout victim on his first at-bat of the day. The 0-1 just below the zone, 1-1. Here with 2 outs in the top of the second. Runners on first and second. Cope at second and Allen at first for Jackson.
It's a really good take. Home plate umpire is shown here in this final game of the day. You have to get the ball over the plate for it to be a strike.
The 1-1 offering from Barron just a little bit outside, and Cope almost took off the third, but great hold by Christensen, the catcher, and Cope scurries back to second base. As it looks like we're going to have a mound meeting here.
And, you know, it sounds obvious, about the ball has to be over the plate for a strike, but umpires are human.
Yes.
Not every umpire strike zone is the same. If you watch those umpire cards that are released on social media, you can see that even Major League umpires have different strike zones. In fact, it used to be a thing in baseball where they scouted umpires. And I'm not sure how much they do it now because it seems like a lot of players, instead of adjusting what the strike zone is, they expect every call to be right, and that's just human nature. And we've kind of taken the onus off the player, it seems like in Major League Baseball, of protecting with 2 strikes when it's close. And they're putting it on the umpire, which personally to me, I don't like that because you're putting your fate in someone else's hand.
Absolutely.
And if something's close, I mean, I know it's hard. It's obviously Major League Baseball. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But, you give an umpire an opportunity to ring you up, it seems like a lot of times they will.
2-1. Little dribbler out to the shortstop. The throw to first in time for the final out here in the top of the second. In the bottom half, we'll see Nichols, Paxton, and DePorter up to bat for the Oilers. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life, and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling. Bottom of the second here. No one on the scoreboard yet. Zeros across as Jack Nichols to lead off for Casper. Kobe Paxton on deck, then Kylan DePorter in the hole as Nichols playing in right field today for the Oilers. As he will enter the batter's box here against Derringer Holding. So far only 1 hit, 1 walk allowed, and 1 strikeout. As the first offering hits the zone, 0-1. Holding gets set and fires. And the 0-1 now becomes a 1-1 here for Nichols. Holding gets set, kicks, and deals the 1-1, and that gets away from the catcher in Christensen.
Yeah, Holding did something interesting the pitch before. He kind of slide-stepped out of the windup, and that's something that kids are doing more often these days, but it seems like they don't warm up with it.
And that offering from Holding hits the zone, now a even 2-2 count.
It's something that Johnny Cueto did a lot in the major leagues, but you have to practice it because a lot of times these kids kind of just do it and they miss.
The 2-2, and that's fouled off by Nichols. He leaned the bat just a little bit over the batter's box, and that is foul. Now we'll repeat the 2-2.
They're trying to disrupt timing by, instead of kicking that leg high kick, just going right away. And a lot of times pitchers will miss when they do that.
Holding kicks and fires the 2-2. Nichols sends one straight back towards the mound. A sliding play by the shortstop, but Nichols safe, and that's an infield single.
That would have been an absolute web gem if Morales had been able to pick him off or get him out at first. That was a heck of a play just to get to the ball. As he slid, he was able to throw all in one motion. That was a pretty smooth-looking play from Morales. Not going to lie. You know, if you could try to get style points to help maybe amplify your score, maybe get like a quarter of an out or something. Style points would have helped there because that was smooth.
Very smooth indeed by the shortstop Morales. As now Kobe Paxton, the shortstop for the Oilers, and a pickoff attempt to first, and Nichols slides in safely. Now Holding will focus his attention to the batter's box in Kobe Paxton. Holding looking back at the runner at first. Kicks and deals. Now goes over the head of the catcher in Menke. And taking off to second base is Nichols.
Yeah, just fastball that got away. Sometimes the ball slips out of your hand too coming out of a fastball. And when you throw with the velocity that Holding does, it's not an easy play for a catcher to spring out of their stance and leap and grab a fastball that's above the head of the hitter.
So now a runner in scoring position here in Nichols for the Oilers here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, this home crowd just looking for something to explode to.
Paxton in the box, Holding with the opportunity. A little soft one out to Allen. The throw to first in time for out number 1. And Nichols will make it to third safely on the sacrifice play.
Looked like over at first baseman Mortensen had ideas of trying to come back and make that throw across. Mortensen had to come off the bag to make the tag, and I think that's what the umpires are going to talk about right here. I thought he got him.
So we'll wait and see here as they do talk. The main conversation, did Mortensen tag Paxton? Because if not, then a dangerous situation with runners in the corners, and that will be out number 1.
And you know what? Give props to the umpires for being willing to come together and make sure they get the call right.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of argument from the Casper side.
So now Kylan DePorter, the DH in today's matchup, enters the box. Nichols at third base, 90 feet away from home plate. Holding with the opportunity, and DePorter has to duck out of that one as that fastball above the zone.
Yep, that's not comfortable as a hitter. Buzz the tower and, come back with a breaking ball starts at the hitter. You're probably going to steal a strike.
The 1-0, and that breaking ball gets DePorter swinging. Now a 1-1.
Yeah, DePorter, give him credit, though. He stayed in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes the tendency as a hitter, you see that ball coming right back for you. You want to get out of the way. He stayed in there, took a pretty good hack at it.
The 1-1. DePorter will foul that opportunity from Holding, and now a 1-2 count.
It's a big base runner standing 90 feet away.
One out here in the top of the second. Nichols at third for the Oilers. And that offering above the zone now, even 2-2 count.
They will put the ball in play. You are going to score a run with a ground ball.
The 2-2 breaking ball just below. Now a full count, 3-2.
That was a very good pitch. Just did not get the call that time.
DePorter in the box. Another breaking ball, and DePorter sends that one out to center field, tracking back and over the head of Brennan Witt. And the first run for the Oilers will come in and score, and it'll be an RBI double for Kylan DePorter.
My guess that's probably going to go down as an E8, as that ball was very catchable, should have been caught. The run would have scored. It would have been a sacrifice fly. But when you're playing a team like Casper, you have to convert the outs that you can. Just because if you don't, things can really pile up on you. Instead of it being a 1-0 game, bases empty, 2 outs in the inning, it's a 1-0 game with the runner on second, 1 down.
And now Thomas Stokes in the 9th spot here. Runner at second in DePorter. And time called here.
Yeah, it's officially ruled an error.
Holding with the opportunity, and that goes off the glove of Menke. It looks like DePorter just trots the third.
Yeah, they called a balk.
So they call it a balk. As now early talk here as a mound meeting for Jackson.
Yeah, I think this is just try to get Holding back in the mind frame of attacking the zone. Is, he's it's human nature to be upset about that play not being made. You get a fly ball. You understand you're going to give up the run, but now you're a pitcher getting out of the inning only down 1-0. Now you really got to grind to try to get the next 2 outs without allowing that runner to come across. And that's just something that's, as a pitcher, that, as you get older, you get better at it. But it's human nature to be upset about it. You make a good pitch, you get what should be an out, and just things happen in baseball, man. I mean, there's so many pitches that don't get converted in outs that pitchers feel like they should, and it just happens. It's part of the game. And, it's just time for Holding to take a deep breath. He has the ability, that runner now at third, to get out of this inning without allowing another run. You just have to lock in and do it.
Absolutely. One out here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 in favor of Casper on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Holding with the offering, and that goes inside, almost tags Stokes. He has to jump out of the way of that one. A 2-0 count.
Yeah, it's a 1-0 count. That's my fault, as that first pitch didn't count.
As Stokes will foul off the next offering from Derringer. Holding's now a 1-1 even count here with 1 out.
Yeah, because of the balk the balk on that prior pitch, the pitch does not count.
DePorter at third, and a line drive grab by Olnhausen. What a leap by the first baseman, and then was planning to throw it straight to Menke if needed at home play, and now 2 outs.
I think he had ideas of getting that runner over at third, as DePorter was off the base a little further than I think he would like for a line drive on the infield. Ball did hit the ground, but it was on the transfer, ruled by the first base umpire.
Now top of the order, Eric Whitley to bat, and Whitley, Allen with a diving play. The ball gets away from him. A run will come in and score. Now 2-0 in favor of the Oilers.
Yeah, I don't know even if he's able to knock that down. That's going to be a real tough play across, as that's an infield single for Whitley. He's now 2 for 2 in the contest.
And now RBI to his name as well. As Ryan Devereaux to the plate, first at bat, grounded out to the shortstop in Morales, and pickoff attempt at first, and the runner is safe.
A pretty quick tag over there at first by Mortensen, as it made that play a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be.
2-0 lead for the Oilers. Whitley going to second. That one is fouled off, so Whitley will take the big U-turn back to first base. It's now an 0-1 count here for Devereaux.
Yeah, you got a really good jump there on that pitch. Let's see if Holding goes back over. Holding kind of has a tendency, I've noticed, that usually he'll go over once, and then he'll go to the plate. And I think that's why Whitley was able to get that jump, is he just kind of, off of reading him, just decided to go as soon as he was coming set.
Holding nods his head, the 0-1, and that tags Devereaux. And now runners on first and second.
It's the breaking ball that got away. Sometimes as a righty, that breaking ball into a left-handed batter, if you snap it off a little too much, you can throw too nasty of a breaking ball and hit the hitter, as that kind of looks like almost a situation there.
As now Saxon Smith to the plate, first at bat, struck out swinging. As now he looks to capitalize with 2 runners on base at first and second here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. 2-0 in favor of Casper. Derringer Holding on the mound for Jackson, and he takes a step off, and the runners will return to their respective base paths. Both runners with decent leadoffs.
Yeah, good time. Home plate umpire wasn't ready, as Holding looks on in dismay, but can't allow that to bother you. You have to keep grinding, keep battling.
Holding with the opportunity. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Menke. A great block there, as the runners still hold at first and second.
That's good understanding of the pitch you called. You called a breaking ball, and when the breaking ball hits the dirt, it has a tendency to bounce back out of a right-hander's hand. It'll bounce back towards the right-handed batter's box because of the spin. Good job there behind the plate by Menke.
1-0 count. And the next offering, called ball, 2-0.
Saxton Smith is not afraid to take a big swing. Let's see how he handles this 2-0 pitch. If he gets a fastball in this happy zone, I want to see how big of a swing he takes.
A 2-0 breaking ball hits the zone. And Menke right back up to his feet as he saw both runners a little bit giddy to go.
Yeah, that's a 2-0 breaking ball. And, Holding has shown that he is very confident in throwing his off-speed stuff in a fastball count. And as a hitter, that's tough.
Holding, set and kicks the 2-1. Both runners going. The throw to third, not in time. And now 2 runners in scoring position for the Oilers.
That pitch was called a ball. 3-1. Now if you're Smith, you have a couple runners in scoring position. Opportunity to be really selective here.
3-1 count here for the third baseman, Saxton Smith. The offering from Holding and fouled to the back netting. Now a full count here, 3-2.
Yeah, he got that fastball right there. Just missed. That's a good 3-1 swing, but a really good 3-1 pitch as well.
3-2 offering and fouling off again as Smith continues the battle in this at-bat. He's getting some cheers from his Casper Oiler dugout.
Yeah, it's good understanding of the pitcher you're facing from Saxton Smith as, Holden showing the confidence in that breaking ball, was able to understand a breaking ball was coming to foul it off.
Holding with the offering and strike out looking with the breaking ball to end the bottom of the second. Casper puts 2 on the board. We'll move to the top of the third. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Welcome back live inside the Union Broadcast booth, Wyoming's premier digital highway. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling here at the 2024 AA State Tournament in Casper here at Mike Lansing Field. And a beautiful field indeed, and a beautiful day number 1. As top of the third, we'll see Menke, Mortensen, and Olnhausen up to bat for the Giants.
Yeah, picturesque here at Mike Lansing Field in Casper, Wyoming, as it's been a beautiful evening for baseball. And, it's one of those things that we talk about how special the games become when those lights turn on.
Yes.
I just love the night game atmosphere.
As the floodlights turning on here at Mike Lansing Field. Barron's on the mound. First offering a fastball. Hits the zone. 0-1 here for Menke. Menke's first at-bat got on base with a walk. Barron's, the 0-1 offering, and Menke sends that flying into shallow left field and caught for out number 1 by Ryan Devereaux.
Let's see if Barron's can settle in, as he did a good job getting the first 2 outs of that second inning, but then after that, it kind of got away from him. Walked a batter, hit a batter, and suddenly found himself in trouble. See if he can settle in, as if he isn't allowing free passes, not allowing much.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't allow free passes, and Jackson, kind of forces their hand. It could be a quick half inning for Barron's. As the first offering for Mortensen above the zone, 1-0. Mortensen flew out to center field on his first at-bat of the evening. Behrens kicks and deals the 1-0, swing and a miss. The fastball blows by Morrison.
It's a good job locating that fastball in the inner third. It's a pitch that lefties love to drive, but with the speed that Behrens throws with, it's hard to get around on it.
The 1-1 offering, and Morrison sends that into left field. Devereaux tracking it back once again, has a run in just a little bit, but gets it for out number 2.
It's a great job by Behrens. I mean, this is exactly how the second inning started. 2 quick outs.
Yeah.
Now we just got to execute that third batter of the inning and try to get back into the dugout. And Jackson, for their credit, in the second inning, it looked like they almost undid all of the work they did in the first inning trying to run Behrens' pitch count up. They're able to battle back, and, this could help Behrens get back into a more normalized pitch count.
Definitely, for sure, as the first throw for Oldenhausen outside lands just barely outside the zone, 1-0. Behrens kicks and deals the 1-0, and ball 2 called on that pitch.
Yeah, head to Oldenhausen, just go ahead and try to attack him. Live with the results. If he's able to drive one out, tip your cap. But with a 2-0 lead, you don't want to walk batters.
A 2-0, and that's foul to the backstop by Oldenhausen. 2-1 here, first at bat of the day for Oldenhausen. He was hit by a pitch in the top of the first. 2-0 lead for Casper. 2 outs here in the top of the third, and you went to Iron Vision third inning. No one on base. And that pitch tags the zone out, even 2-2 count.
It's a great fastball there. After 3 straight fastballs outside, comes back inside with one.
The even 2-2 offering from Behrens and fouled off by Oldenhausen. And if Oldenhausen can get on base, we can possibly see Carson Beezer up to the plate. Behrens takes a step off the bump and now regathers. Oldenhausen will do the same as well. Oldenhausen ready, waving the bat. The 2-2, and the breaking ball catches Oldenhausen for out number 3. We'll move to the bottom of the third after the break. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Welcome back live inside the Union Broadcast booth. Bottom of the third. Hunter Hawk to lead off for Casper. Holden Christensen on deck and Jack Nichols in the hole. 1-0 count. And swing and a miss by Hawk. And now a 1-1 offering.
It's a really good breaking ball in a hitter's count. As Hawk was sitting dead red, he got the Uncle Charlie breaking ball, swung over the top of it.
Holding kicks and deals the 1-1. Ball 2 on that pitch.
Yeah, one thing that quick half inning for Casper on the mound does is it gets Holding right back out there after a long second inning.
Holding the 2-1. And ball 3 called as that pitch just tends a little bit outside the zone.
Say 3-1 sitting dead red, but you never know.
3-2 as now that tags the zone. Holding gets set once again. Hawk plants his feet in the batter's box. The 3-2, a little dribble back to the mound, gets past Holding. Morales, the shortstop, the throw in time for out number 1 to Mortensen.
It's a pretty good job there by Morales as he charges and fires. Once that ball got by the mound, I wasn't sure they're going to have a play on it at all. He's able to fire him out.
1 out here in the bottom of the third. 2-0 in favor of the Oilers. Now Holden Christensen to the plate. 0 for 1 on the day. First at bat, grounded out to the shortstop in Morales, as he will send the first offering from Holding out a play. That's foul. Be a 0-1 count.
Hey, he jumped on that first pitch fastball just a little bit late, as that might be one of the best pitches he gets this at bat to hit. It looked like it was a center cut fastball.
Holding gets set, kicks and deals the 0-1, and lined into left field over the head of the left fielder. Christensen rounding second, looking for third base. The throw not in time, and a 1-out triple for Holden Christensen.
So right there, we talked about a couple innings ago using the slide step with out of the windup in the fastball, and sometimes it feels like pitchers don't have the command. Right there, he goes with the slide step out of the windup there. Fastball center cut, gets drilled to the fence.
Great hit by Christensen, as now Jack Nichols to the plate here with 1 out in the bottom of the third.
Now, this isn't me arguing against using that. No, I love the idea of that. Just got to practice it in the bullpen.
Swing and a miss on the first offering from Holding. Holding gets set, fires the 0-1, and that's lined into center field. Now it'll be an RBI single for Jack Nichols.
Great piece of hitting with the infield in, just not doing too much, staying within yourself, driving in that run with a pitch on the outside corner, going with it to right field. It's just a great piece of hitting right there from Nichols.
And now 3-0 in favor of the Oilers after the RBI single. Now Kobe Paxton to the plate, 0 for 1 in today's contest. First out of the day, grounded out to the third baseman in Bryson Allen. As now a quick little discussion in the infield, and now everyone will break to their positions. Runner in first in Nichols. Holding with the offering to Paxton. He sends that into left field, and that will be a base hit. Runners on first and second. Cope fields it back to the infield.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. Oilers have made a little bit of an adjustment, as now they are jumping on the first pitch. If it's a good pitch to swing at, they're jumping on it. The last two batters, first pitch singles. And a lot of times, you know, even going back to the triple before, swung first pitch, just missed it, got the second pitch, was able to hit that one. So, I mean, a little bit of an adjustment for the Oilers second time through, seeing Holding.
Runners on first and second, Holding with delivery to DePorter. And DePorter swings at the first offering, 0-1 the count, here with 1 out in the bottom of the third.
But you have to keep in mind that Holding does have that ability to spin that breaking ball at almost any time he wants to. It's a really impressive trait to have as a pitcher.
The 0-1, the breaking ball, and DePorter sends that sky high into right field. The catch is made. The runners will hold. Olnhausen reaches for that. Now 2 outs.
That is great communication out there between Olnhausen and Beezer. Beezer lost that ball, I think, in the lights as it was coming down, but Olnhausen, the right fielder, that's his ball to take. He does a good job making the play there.
Now Thomas Stokes to the plate, line out to the first baseman on his first at-bat of the evening. 2 outs here, runners on first and second for the Oilers, leading 3-0, and Holding will step off the mound. Gets back to the bump.
Big at-bat in this game here in the bottom of the third.
The offering and breaking ball tags the lower side of the zone, 0-1.
Going into the top of the fourth inning, down 4-0 versus down 3-0 versus 4-0, possibly 5, is a much different feeling between the two. So if you're Jackson, if you can hold them here, give yourself a pretty good shot to try to start rallying in this game.
The 0-1 offering, ball in the dirt. Menke tracks it down, a 1-1 count. Runners will hold at first and second.
But it's important for Holding to put up zeros on the scoreboard the rest of the way just to try to make this comeback as easy as possible.
3-0 in favor of the Oilers. Holding kicks and deals. Stokes sends that into right center field, and that gets down. And out, bases loaded as the runner at third slides. Takes a little bit of a trip, but then able to get back to third base.
So Nichols slipped there rounding third, but if you're Nichols, you have to understand there's 2 outs. There is no reason with 2 outs that you're not scoring on a bloop single like that. You know, you have to go 2 outs, you're going on contact. You have to make sure you know the outs is if the Oilers are unable to score that run that could have cost them with that base running mistake.
Now Eric Whitley up to bat, 2 of 2. Takes a swing in the first offering, 0-1. And the top of the order once again for the Oilers. Whitley 2 singles and an RBI to his name so far tonight. Lets that second pitch go by, called strike 2.
Whitley 2 for 2 in the contest, but he got dotted 2 perfect pitches, a breaking ball and a fastball on the outside corner.
Bases loaded here for the Oilers. The 0-2 offering and sent into foul ground. And all the runners will now retreat back to their bases. As the Oilers were ready on that one, everyone now has to take a long jog.
I was going to say that's a much better job of, you know, with 2 outs going on contact. And, you know, it happens to the best of us.
The 0-2, and that's fouled off once again by Whitley.
But the great thing about baseball is you have an opportunity here for Whitley to, you know, pick a teammate up after that. Because if Whitley comes here with an RBI single and 2 runs scored, then, you know, that's completely forgotten about.
The 0-2 offering. Whitley sends it into right field and barely foul. As 2 close calls in that direction.
Yeah, he is flirting with that first baseline. But, I mean, that's kind of where Holding is pitching him. He's doing a good job just trying to get to that pitch and trying to slap it the other way.
The 0-2. Whitley sends that sky high into right field. Oldenhausen got over the head of him. 1 run will come around. And 2, looking for 3. And now it's 6-0 in favor of the Oilers. Whitley will hold at second base.
Wow, that's going to go down. I think he lost the ball in the lights. There's a bank of lights in that direction that the right fielder Oldenhauser is looking at. As I think it's going to go down as a 3-run E9. That's unfortunate. You don't need to show up your teammates. That's something that as you get older you'll learn. I understand they made mistakes, but you know, imagine if a fielder every time a pitcher gave up a base hit turned around and shrugged his shoulders. I mean, that's a lonely feeling out in right field that, you know, Oldenhauser, I'm sure he wasn't letting that ball fall on purpose.
No.
The way he reacted to it, I think when that thing came down, he lost it in the lights because that bank of lights is pointing right out towards right field. It's a tough thing.
Yeah.
And it's the worst feeling ever as an outfielder.
Now Ryan Devereaux to the plate. Foul tips the first offering. Now an 0-1 count here with 2 outs as Casper has been able to put 4 runs on the board here in the bottom of the third. Devereaux will retake to the batter's box. Holding, getting set, fires, and breaking ball for ball number 2. Correction, ball number 1. 1-1 offering. Runner going to third. The tag not in time. And Whitley will be at third base.
As his Holding kind of falls into that pattern of one look and go. Whitley, as soon as he looked back to the plate, was off. Got a good jump there, able to steal third. Now 90 feet away. Anything can happen when you're 90 feet away from scoring.
Absolutely. 2-1 count ahead here. Holding with the 2-1. And above the zone, make it 3-1 now here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Devereaux re-enters the box. A 3-1 offering. And a short grounder out to the second baseman in. Beiser catches it, turns around for the final out, the throw in time.
Pretty good range there.
Yes, very good range. That'll end the bottom of the third. After the break, we'll move to the top of the fourth. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation, the 2024 AA State Tournament on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
At Black's Fork Dental, we're not just a dental office, we're a family. We believe in inspiring lasting smiles, and that means welcoming patients of all ages. From the littlest smiles to the wisest grins, our team is here to provide gentle and caring dental care for your entire family. Our warm and friendly atmosphere will make you and your kids feel right at home, ensuring every visit is a positive one. At our office, we use the latest technology to provide top-notch care for your family's dental needs, from x-rays to crowns, clear correct to implants, or even dentures. Black's Fork Dental, where advanced technology meets compassionate care. Join our dental family today by scheduling at blacksforkdental.com.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond, or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Top of the fourth here inside the Union broadcast booth. Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Top of the fourth, Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling. As now Carson Beezer to lead off for Jackson, Wyatt Moore on deck, and Brennan Witt in the hole. Trig Barons still on the mound here for Casper. Top of the fourth, Barons gets set, kicks and fires the first offering of the fourth inning above the zone. 1-0 count here.
Yeah, heading the game 6-0. If you're Barons on the mound, you want to fill the zone, force the Giants to swing the bat, live with the result.
Barons the 1-0 offering. Ball 2 as that one went below the zone.
Now this isn't me saying groove fastballs down the middle to every single batter. That's not what I'm saying, but just attack the zone.
Yeah.
Force them to put the ball in play.
The 2-0, and that pitch trips the zone, now at 2-1.
And by doing that, you're obviously going to get your strikeouts, but with a big lead, you just want to attack.
A 2-1, now a 3-1 is ball 3 called. Beezer 0 for 1 on the day. Ground out to the shortstop. The 3-1 offering sends one into right field. And an easy out for out number 1. The catch by Jack Nichols.
And that's a line drive right at him. On the contrary, sometimes as an outfielder, that play, especially with the way the lights are and the sun that way, that could be a really tough play, that line drive right at you, just because you kind of worry, is that ball going to get over my head? And sometimes it dies on you, and sometimes it just keeps riding.
As a mound meeting here.
And it's 55 pitches. It could be the end of the day. Indeed, it will be.
We'll take a break here as we'll find out who is coming in relief for Trig Barons. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road in Lyman. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs. When you want.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth, Wyoming's premier digital highway. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling here in the Union broadcast booth from Mike Lansing Field in Casper, Wyoming, as a new pitcher on the mound for Trig Barons in relief. That will be Evan Woods, as it is 6-0, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. And now Wyatt Moore, the DH, will be the first batter that Woods sees.
That's a great opening pitch to an outing when you dot a fastball on the outside corner at the knees. As a pitcher, man, doesn't get much better than that with your first pitch.
The 0-1 offering, fastball down below the zone, 1-1.
The only argument to a better first pitch I would take is throwing one behind the hitter.
The 1-1. Here,
I'll explain.
The 1-1 with 1 out. Pitch below the zone, 2-1.
Hey, sometimes if you throw one behind the hitter at first pitch of the outing, batters get uncomfortable. They don't, they're starting to, oh boy, is he going to hit me? You get their feet, little happy feet, and get them off balance. It helps you out as a pitcher.
The 2-1. A little dribbler out to the shortstop. The throw to first in time to Hawk from Paxton for out number 2.
It's a good job there. Coming in, filling the zone, getting the ground ball. Paxton, he shifted to his left originally, as I think he misread that ground ball just a bit. But ball was pretty much hit right at him. He's able to come back and make the play. As I wonder if he was anticipating maybe it off the mound, as I think he just kind of flinched.
So now Evan Woods will face off against Brennan Witt, the center fielder. And if Witt can get on base, then Ike Cope would be up to the plate for the Giants. Woods kicks and deals, and Cope sends one into center field, and it will be a 2-out single.
Yeah, first hit of the day for the Giants as Barons end up leaving the mound with a no-hitter, 3 1/3 into the game. It's a good piece of hitting right there by Witt, and just getting a fastball center cut. It's going right back up the middle, staying within yourself, and you're the Giants. It's a good sign. Sometimes when you get that first one, they can start to avalanche.
Yes. Builds confidence within the team. And now Ike Cope to the plate. Witt on first with 2 outs. Low grounder out to the first baseman, and the pitcher in Woods tries to get back to the first base bag and got there in time for out number 3. And that will retire this side. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th after the break. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation, the 2024 AA State Tournament here in Casper on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
When you want all the amenities, a wonderful restaurant, and clean, comfortable rooms in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Whether you're in town for high school sports, on a business trip, or traveling with the whole family, book your stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. It's a 5-star experience from the time you check in until you say goodbye till next time. The Best Western Dunmar Inn, supporting students and families in all their activities. Make your reservations today.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling as a new pitcher on the mound for the Giants. That is Milo Gray. The day is done for Derringer Holding. Gave up 6 hits on 6 runs. 2 of those earned, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts for Holding, as now Milo Gray will take his spot. And a closing update on Trig Behrens. Only gave up 3 walks and had 2 strikeouts and allowed no hits in his starting debut in the 2024 state tournament.
Yeah, he had a good start to the game. I mean, credit Jackson. They drove his pitch count up. That's probably why he wasn't able to stay in the game as long as he would have wanted. But those first couple of innings that Jackson really grinded out at bats has earned them the opportunity to face another pitcher. And, you know, Behrens was incredible when he was able to find the zone. He was, I like to call it, effectively wild.
Yes.
As he, kind of bounced around the zone a little bit. It drives your pitch count up, but it makes you uncomfortable as a hitter. Kind of the same principle as throwing that first pitch behind.
Absolutely. As now Saxon Smith, 0 for 2 in the day. He will lead off. Hunter Hawk on deck, and then Holden Christensen in the hole for the Oilers.
Yeah, this is kind of a big inning for both of these teams. For Jackson, you want to keep this game at 6-0. For the Oilers, you want to keep piling on. See if you can end this one early.
First offering will be called a ball. 1-0 count. The 1-0 from Gray, and Smith has a duck out of the way of that one. Now a 2-0 count.
That's an uncomfortable at bat. The first pitch misses in the left-handed batter's box. The second pitch misses behind you. On the mound, if you can really cut this one, is we're going to get a delay as they're pointing down that line, maybe closing a fence.
So now we're set to play once again. Smith waves the bat up top his head, the 2-0, and Smith will hit one into the gap above the shortstop's head, and it will be a leadoff single for Saxon Smith.
That might not be the hardest ball Saxon Smith's ever hit, but sometimes that ball just gets over the infield, and you get paid off for, every time you've absolutely drilled one at an infielder.
And now Hunter Hawk to the plate, 0 for 1 on the day. Last at bat grounded out to the shortstop in Morales. Gray kicks and deals the offering. Swing and a miss by Hawk. And now 0-1 count here. No outs in the bottom of the 4th and a runner on first.
For Gray, after he uncorked a couple, he's done a pretty good job of bouncing back, finding the zones the last 2 pitches.
The 0-1 offering and another swing and a miss by Hawk. 0-2 count.
Yeah, sometimes all it takes for that pitcher is to get that first strike. Unfortunately for him, his first strike was singled into left center field, but kind of calms you down as a pitcher to know you found the zone.
The 0-2 offering just above the zone, make it now 1-2.
That's a really good 0-2 pitch, fastball above the zone. Hawk does a good job laying off of it, as that pitch is so tantalizing up around these shoulders.
Runner on first. Gray kicks and deals. And now a 2-2 will be ahead as ball 2 called. Gray getting set. Hawk re-enters the box. Keep an eye on the runner at first. The 2-2. Hawks sends that one into center field and caught for out number 1. And now 2 outs to go here in the bottom of the 4th for Jackson.
It's a great jump by Witt out there. As that line drive floating in. He's able to run underneath it. He outruns the baseball. That looked like it was destined for center field off the bat.
Now Holden Christensen to the plate. 1 of 2 on the day. Last at bat, got on base with a 1-out triple in the bottom of the 3rd. The offering, and that pings Christensen, and he will take a free base.
He'll head down to first. Next to the plate for Casper, the right fielder, number 3.
So kind of an interesting time for the Giants, as that hit by pitch brings the potential 10th run to the on-deck circle, as obviously all 3 of these runs would have to score before them.
Yes.
But, I mean, if the Giants, you don't want to have it get to that point where Casper's potentially threatening to get there. You want to hold it here at 6. It's going to be a long effort to get back into this one to win this ball game with the score 6-0. You have to continue to throw up zeros to really give yourself a chance.
Jack Nichols in the box, 2 for 2 on the day. He lets that one go by for ball number 1. Pitch tended to inside. Runners on first and second. Both with decent leadoffs here. Gray eyes the runner at first. Now eyes the runner at second. The 1-0 offering gets away from the catcher and Menke to the backstop. And both runners will advance 90 feet.
Yeah, just uncorked one there. Fastball behind the hitter. As a catcher, you're expecting that ball, between the chest and the knees. When it's that high and that far inside, that's a tough ask of a catcher to spring out of your stance to go get it. And that's why it's one of the toughest jobs in all of sports.
Now a 2-0 count here for Jack Nichols. Gray fires and deals the 2-0. And ball 3, but a great grab by Menke, because if not, that one would have gone to the backstop once again, and a run possibly could have crossed.
Yeah, you think it's hard as a hitter to get one behind you and then get one on the outside left-handed batter's box. As a catcher, it's pretty tough too.
The 3-0. And that will be ball number 4. The base is loaded here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Next to the plate.
Yeah, now that 10th run steps to the plate.
And now Colby Paxson, the shortstop, 1 of 2 on the day. Last at bat, gone on base with a single and is able to round the bases. If Paxson can get on base, we'll see Kylan DePorter, the DH. Gray fires, and that one tags the zone 0-1. The 0-1 offering ahead. Gray kicks and deals. And just below the zone, 1-1 here with the bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, we went silent for a second as we were reacting to a score that we checked on.
Yeah.
The game changer of the game over at the Single A district is Powell on top of Cody, 17-2.
Wow. Man, that Powell team is really good this year. The 1-1 just down below, 2-1, but Powell and Cody were supposed to be the,
Yeah, but I mean, you flip the roles is exactly what happened last year.
Yeah.
Cody smacked Powell in this same game in that tournament, so can't really count him out yet.
The 2-1 offering from Gray, and that floats above the zone for ball 3.
I mean, we talked about earlier in the day that the best part about a double elimination is you can have a bad day and still win.
Absolutely. Gray back to the bump here. Bases loaded. Smith at third, Christensen second, and Nichols at first. A 3-1 offering, and that is fouled back, and now a full count here, and luckily everyone heard the heads up and scran for cover.
Yeah, heads up is the worst thing you can say when an object is flying out of the sky at you.
That's true, you got to look up.
Because you're going to look up right into it.
It's like in the game of golf. Everyone yells 4, and you look straight
right up, yeah.
Instead of just ducking. Full count offering here, the 3-2, and that is tattooed into the left field. picked up by Cope. 1 run will come across. Bases loaded once again, an RBI single for Kobe Paxton.
It's a good job there in the outfield, charging that ball, not allowing the second run to come in. We talk about how every 90 feet is important. Now that 10th run stands over at first base.
7-0 in favor of the Oilers. And now Kylan DePorter, the DH, at the plate. Ball 1 called. Christensen at third, Nichols at second, and Paxton at first for Casper. Gray sets and fires the 1-0, and a good block by Menke as that pitch wobbled below the zone. 2-0.
Yeah, you got to fire a strike here. You got to find everything within you for Gray just to throw a strike. You might have to groove it down the middle and live with the result, but bases loaded, you can't go to a 3-0 count.
The 2-0 offering down below, now a 3-0 for DePorter.
Yeah, take that same analysis from the 2-0 to the 3-0, except double it, because now if you miss, you'd walk in a run.
Great.
You can see if DePorter swings.
Yeah. As that one finds the zone. 3-1 here for DePorter.
You know, I never mind a 3-0 take with the bases loaded. Obviously, a lot of teams are automatic takes in that situation, but trying to force the pitcher to throw a strike.
The 3-1, DePorter takes a swing at that one, lined into center field, and Witt loses it in the lights. A run will come across, 2 looking to go, and is safe, and it is 9-0 in favor of Casper.
Heads up base running there at second base by Nichols, as this time he saw that Witt out in center field didn't know where the ball was and was able to get a better jump than he would have. If he would have waited for that ball to hit the ground before he went, he probably doesn't score. Instead, he takes off with that ball still in the air, able to get all the way around and score. That was a great read.
Another mound meeting here for Jackson, as it's 9-0 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
I think the message here to Gray is you have to get in front, or excuse me, you have to get ahead of hitters, as they're going to rule that as single.
So it'll be a 2 RBI single for DePorter.
You have to get ahead of hitters just because you fall behind the way that he has, 3-0, 2-0 with the bases loaded. You got to groove a strike. And when you do that, you're giving them a good pitch to hit.
Absolutely.
And, that one might not have been crushed, but it was hit in a spot where it was a tough play.
3 runs have come across for the Oilers here.
And now that 10th run stands at second base.
As so far, this Oilers lineup has been hitting all over the place, and just like what we said in pregame, mashing the baseball and just making work of the base pads.
Yeah, they're already up to double-digit hits. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Now Sean Michael Stokes steps to the plate.
Yeah. Heartbreak kid Sean Michaels.
On you in the hotel room, Anthony.
Thomas Stokes to the plate. First offering finds his own 0-1 is great. Still on the bump for Jackson.
If I get my foot that high, I might not be able to get it back down.
The 0-1. That goes inside. Ball 1 is you'll get it up and then pause and won't be able to get it back down.
Yeah, that's probably what will happen. But that's a much better job by Gray getting ahead in the count with that first pitch strike.
1-1 count here. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on first and second, and Stokes sends it out to the shortstop. The runner safe at second, but it was a line drive caught by Morales.
Yeah, they're going to say that ball was caught in the air.
Mm-hmm. So at number 2.
Hey, smart play, though, by the Giants. Just throw that ball around the infield. Just to see if maybe, the umpire's going to call that on the ground. It was caught. Good call by the ump. The home plate umpire is going over to third just to rule that if that ball did hit the ground, they're out at third. So, hey, heck of an idea, but great play over there at short by Morales to pick that one.
Whitley to the plate, starts the order once again for Casper, the top of the order, and Whitley swings at the first offering from Gray on this at-bat, 0-1. Whitley 2 of 3 on the day. The 0-1 offering from Gray below the zone, and Whitley, good communication to his fellow teammates out on the base pads. Holds the hand just saying, wait, don't go. It's now a 1-1 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Casper leading 9-0. The 1-1, that goes inside. Now 2-1.
Yeah, big out here for the Giants. If you can get this out right here, you're back into the dugout. You know, you're still not in that 10-run threshold.
The 2-1 offering and fouled off by Whitley. Now make it 2-2. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Runners on first and second.
If you're on the mound right here, if you're Gray, you want to try to get the out on this pitch. You don't want to go 3-2 with 2 outs just because that gives the base runners an extra step to try to get a better secondary lead off you.
The 2-2 offering from Gray. And that one called ball 3, a full count as Menke reached out, had to bat it down just for a split second, and then gathered it back up. Full count here for Whitley. 2 of 3 with an RBI to his name. Full count and ball 4 called, and now the base is loaded with 2 outs.
Next to the plate for Casper, number 28.
Paxton at third, DePorter at second, and Whitley at first. And now the order has officially batted around here with Ryan Devereaux. And then if Devereaux can get on base here, we'll see Saxon Smith, who led off the bottom of the fourth.
This is kind of a big at-bat for the entirety of the tournament. If the Oilers are able to push across that run, go 1-2-3 in the fifth, that's 2 extra innings they don't have to pitch with their arms.
Great with the offering, and that one tends for a ball, 1-0. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs, bases loaded for the Oilers. Great. Get set here. The 1-0 offering. And Devereaux waits on that one. Now a 1-1 as that tags the zone.
That's a good pitch. The bottom of the zone on the outside corner, strike at the knees. Not a pitch you can do a whole lot of damage with, especially early in the count. It's a good pitch, good take.
Great. Get set. Fires of the motion, the 1-1. Down below zone. Make it 2-1 in favor of Devereaux.
Sometimes as a hitter, you just have to tip your cap to a pitcher, and, you know, that's the fun thing about baseball is, you know, sometimes there's absolutely nothing you can do about something.
Absolutely. The 2-1 and a chopper out to the shortstop in Morales. A throw to first in time for out number 3. As 3 runs will come across for Casper. We'll move to the top of the fifth after the break. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have 2 beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. 9-0 in favor of the Oilers. Anthony Colasuono and Aaron Poling on the call for the final game of day one of the AA State Tournament here in Casper at Mike Lansing Field. As now Bryson Allen, the 9th hole hitter, will lead off for Jackson. On deck, Robert Morales and then Brendan Menke in the hole. Strike one called. Evan Wood still on the mound for Casper. The 0-1 offering from Woods, and that soars over the head of the catcher, and Christensen now 1-1.
Not exactly sure what that was, but whatever it was, looked like it slipped out of his hand. Kind of the way he threw it, almost looked like he was looking for a knuckleball there, just kind of slipped out.
The 1-1 offering, swing and a miss. Strike two.
Good job filling the bottom of the zone with a fastball at the knees.
The 1-2 offering and popped high into shallow right field and dropped by Stokes as he tried to gather in the lights. And it will be a runner on first for Jackson.
For the Giants, the shortstop, number 10.
Yeah, if you ever play with a bank of lights at a field, it's one of those things where the ball gets up into those lights and it works like a sun, basically. You're looking straight into the light you can't see as they're awaiting the official ruling.
As now Robert Morales to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Runner on first in Allen. Strike one called. So they're going to say a error. So a E4. Morales sends that one into right field. Nichols tracking back and caught for out number one.
That's a fine play there from Nichols out in right field. That's a pretty long run as he chased that one down into the gap. Off the bat, that looked like that could have been trouble, but Nichols, great jump, great play.
Brendan Menke, the catcher, to the plate, 0 for 1. First at bat of the day, got on base with a walk, and the last one flew out to left field. Woods with the offering. So that tags the zone 0-1 as nightfall here in Casper. Clear skies here at Mike Lansing Field. The 0-1. Swing and a miss by Menke, now 0-2. One out in the top of the fifth. Runner on first in Allen. Woods kicks and deals, and that is fouled off, and that made a
I got some bleachers.
Thud somewhere. As now the 0-2 here from Woods to Menke.
Good take.
And ball one called as that pitch was flirting with the zone.
And that was a strike till about the final 5 feet. Great take there from Menke.
Woods gets set, kicks and deals the 1-2, and a strikeout right there. A swing and a miss by Menke.
What that breaking ball, the prior pitch does, it sets that fastball up top of the zone, makes the fastball seem a little bit faster, and also, you throw it in that same spot as the breaking ball. And the batter in the back of their mind has to keep that breaking ball.
As now 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Tegan Mortensen to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Woods getting set, kicks and deals. The fastball hits the zone, 0-1. 9-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard in favor of the Oilers. The 0-1 offering, and Christensen blocks that one in the dirt. A 1-1 count as Allen trots back to first base. Runner on first and Allen here, 2 outs in the top of the fifth. Gone on base with a walk on an error. That one hit into left field. Tracing back is Devereaux for out number 3. And Casper will be up to bat. Smith, Hawk, and Christensen for the Oilers. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament here in Casper on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have two beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Welcome back inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling. Bottom of the fifth, Saxon Smith the leadoff for Casper, Hunter Hawk on deck, and then Holden Christensen in the hole. As 9-0 in favor of Casper, and right now run rule is, or potentially can be in effect, as is 10 after 5, so Casper just needs to score one more run, and the game will be called.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big inning for the tournament if you're Casper. You know, Woods is throwing pretty well. He's probably going to be able to come back. But, you know, if you can save your arms the last couple of innings, or at least one inning, that's such a big help going forward.
Because if they can get the final run, you can definitely see Woods pitching again here in the state tournament.
Yeah.
Alongside Trig Behrens, who was a starter today.
Yeah, and now you have your full arms be able to come back in the tournament, because with a win today, you buy yourself to at least Wednesday for sure.
And now Wyatt Moore, new pitcher on the mound for Jackson. As Saxon Smith to the plate, 1 for 3 on the day. Got on base with a single and is able to round the bases. Moore's first offering tags the outer part of the zone. 0-1 the count here. Moore with the offering, and that's sent into right field. Oldhausen tracking back and gets that one for out number 1 towards the warning track.
It's a great job by Oldhauser staying with the ball there. Running at an angle there kind of helps, because now you're picking the ball up at a different angle, not looking straight into the bank of lights. That does a good job chasing that one down.
Hunter Hawk to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Lost that bat, flew out to center field. One out here in the bottom of the fifth, and that one bobbles off the third baseman in Allen. And that will be a E5 on Allen, but it brings that 10th run onto base.
Yes, that's the double-edged sword of the air. Well, not double-edged sword. That's just an actual sword. As that error, you allow that runner on when you could be 2 up, 2 down here in the inning.
Now Holden Christensen to the plate. 1 of 2 on the day. Last at bat was hit by a pitch, but able to round the bases. First offering from Moore. Called for ball 1. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. Runner on first in Hawk. The 1-0 A low liner out to the shortstop in Morales. The throw to second in time, but the runner at first is safe. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, and Christensen will get on base due to the fielder's choice.
That's a very good play by Morales in the hole to turn and make that play. Give a credit to Beezer, the second baseman, too, as he had to pick that one out of the dirt. Was able to make the play. He even still turns and tries to fire, but kind of by the time he got the ball, runner on first had already touched the bag.
Jack Nichols to the plate, 2 for 2 on the day, an RBI and 3 runs. Has been able to round the base on all of his 3 at-bats so far, as that one hits the zone from Moore, 0-1, the count. Moore gets set, fires the 0-1 offering, and that's kicked into the dirt, 1-1.
Yeah, Moore's pitched pretty good here out of the pen. You know, it's all you can really ask for. You know, the runner on first is not a fielder's choice after an error.
Moore gets at the 1-1 opportunity. Ball 2 as Menke pops straight back up, and Christensen retreats back to first. 2-1 count here for Nichols. Moore gets set, kicks, and deals the 2-1. A little dribble out to Morales. He bobbles it, and Nichols easily gets to first base, as that will be a E6 on Morales.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Morales has made so many great plays. That would have been a really tough play, as Nichols gets down the line pretty quickly.
Paxton to the plate here. 2 of 3 on the day. An RBI and a run to his name as well. Runners on first and second. The 10th game-ending run on second base in Christensen, as that pitch tags the zone. 0-1 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Moore gets at the 0-1 offering, and that's skied into left field, and Cope grabs it for the 3rd out. We'll move to the top of the 6th after the break. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament here in Casper on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Gardeners Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse of what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Welcome back live inside the Union Broadcast booth. Wyoming's premier digital highway, Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling. 9-0 in favor of the Oilers and a couple of defensive changes. Jack Nichols comes in for Evan Woods on the mound, and Nichols was originally in right field. So it's Thomas Stokes will take the journey out to right, and then Brady Parks will come into the game from the bench to play second base in place of Stokes. As the order for the Giants here, Bridger Olnhausen to lead off, Carson Beezer on deck, and then Wyatt Moore in the hole for the Giants.
Yeah, for the Giants, got to start now. They don't want to try to leave it all to the 7th inning, down 9-0. As you want to just scratch runs across just to give yourself an opportunity to extend it to 7. I mean, you know, you see how quickly the game can really be in the balance, as you know, a couple of errors in the last inning put that game-ending run at second. So if you're the Giants, you want to try to get some runs across the board to give yourself a little bit of breathing room and try to push this to 7.
Absolutely, as kind of same thing what the Hawks did. They scored 2 in the top of the 6th, and they scored 2 in the top of the 7th. Nichols set and fires. First offering below the zone here for Olnhausen.
But the idea is just give yourself a little bit of breathing room, just that way you go into the bottom half of the inning. You don't have to be so tense where one mistake could end the game.
1-0 offering. Tags the zone 1-1.
And of course, on the mound, if you're Casper, obviously you want to try to get through these innings in as few pitches as possible, just to maintain the full repertoire of arms that you could have later on in the tournament.
The 1-1 offering above the zone, 2-1. Olnhausen 0 for 1 on the day. Nichols gets ready and will take a step off the bump here.
Quick reset.
Resets and now ready to go. The 2-1. And that falls below. 3-1 now, the count.
Good at bat so far from Olnhausen. Really staying within himself. Hasn't gotten too much to hit.
Nichols gets that, kicks and deals the 3-1. That'll be ball number 4 as Olnhausen will take his free base.
Yeah, it's a nice at bat there from Olnhausen. Draw the leadoff walk.
Number 25, Carson Beezer.
So now Carson Beezer to the plate as a little mound talk between the catcher and Christensen and Jack Nichols, the pitcher.
Yeah, he's probably going out there to remind him, hey, 9-0 lead. Just go ahead and attack the zone. Let them put it in play. Defense played pretty well behind us.
Nichols nods his head, throws the offering, and above the zone, a 1-0 count here. No outs in the top of the 6th. Runner on first.
It's an important inning for Nichols. You don't want to throw too many pitches. You don't want to put your manager in a situation where he has to risk bringing someone else in just because, you allow him back into the game.
The 1-0 and the throw to first, and the tag not in time. 2-0 count here for Beezer.
Yeah, you can see behind the plate that Christensen kind of understands that he's trying to pick a runner off up by 9. So you want to try to get these outs as efficiently as possible.
The 2-0 offering. And that pitch hits the zone 2-1.
Yeah, that's a good fastball. You want to throw that same one. Let Beezer try to do something with it.
Runner on first in Olnhausen. No outs here in the top of the 6th, and time called. As Beezer now will re-enter to the box.
Yeah, like that from the hitter. You have a limited timeouts, and if you're getting a little uncomfortable with how long the pitcher's taking, take that timeout every time.
Nichols kicks and deals the 2-1, and that gets into center field. And now runners on first and second for the Giants.
Next to the plate for Jackson, number 8, Wyatt Fuller.
Only the second hit overall given up today by the Oilers.
Yeah, Parks over there at second base kind of, I don't know if he was purposely trying to deke the runner, but he deked the runner by kind of just getting ready like he was going to catch it. And that runner at first had to hold up, or else it could have been an opportunity for Olnhausen to get to third. Although with the score being the way it is, the Giants, I'm not sure how aggressive they're going to be on the base paths, just because the last thing you want to do is run yourself into an out on the base paths. We only have 6 left.
Runners on first and second. The offering from Nichols. Strike 1 called as Moore in the box here. No outs in the top of the 6th, trying to get on base.
It's a good job by Nichols. Looks like he's kind of settling in on the mound after that leadoff walk.
The 0-1 offering, and that one above the zone, 1-1. As Moore right now the reliever on the mound for Jackson, so a little pitcher versus pitcher duel. It's now Nichols getting set once again. Runners on first and second for Jackson. 9-0 in favor of Casper on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. That ball gets away from Christensen in the dirt, and both runners will advance 90 feet to second and third base.
Yeah, just kind of spiked that fastball about 45 feet. It's a real tough pitch to handle as a catcher, as sometimes you can spike with enough velocity, that ball kind of skips over your shoulders. You get down to block it.
2-1 count here. Here in the top of the sixth, Moore retakes to the box. Nichols set as well. Sets and kicks the 2-1, and now a 3-1 pitch ahead.
Got to fire in the zone here and just live with the result.
Nichols looks at the runner at second. Kicks and deals the 3-1 opportunity, and that will be ball number 4 as the base is loaded with no outs here in the top of the sixth.
Yeah, we're going to get a mound visit here from the coaching staff, and the last thing you want to do as a reliever in a game like this is give any hope or, kind of put your coaching staff in a bind of, do we go to one of our arms to make sure we get to day 2? Because the last thing you want to do is get up in this lead as we're going to get a pitching change right now.
As we'll take a break here and afterwards tell you who the relief pitcher is going to be for the Oilers. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelos has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelos also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelos is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road in Lyman. Covelos Auto Farm Service.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. Wyoming's premier digital highway, Anthony Colasuono, alongside Aaron Poling here, as the new pitcher on the mound for the Oilers is Grady Davis, as he is responsible for the batter at the plate. But all other runners will belong to Jack Nichols here in the top of the sixth with no outs.
You want to pitch out of the bullpen, kids? Bases loaded, nobody out for Davis coming into this game.
So now to the plate, Brennan Witt, the center fielder for the Giants. Nothing the score at the moment. Bases loaded, no outs. Davis winds one up just above the zone, 1-0 on the fastball.
You got to find it quickly if you're on the mound here.
The 1-0 offering and above once again. Now a 2-0 count here for Witt.
And it's not quite finishing yet. Sometimes it takes a little bit of live action, a couple of pitches to get really into your rhythm.
The 2-0, and now that one finds the zone at 2-1 here for Witt.
That's really all Davis can do, just find the zone. You want to try to create 3 outs, obviously, but bases loaded. Don't want to give anything free.
And the breaking ball finds zone 2-2.
That is a gutsy pitch out of the bullpen with the bases loaded, going with a 2-1 breaking ball. Perfectly executed on the outside corner.
Davis. Motions, sets, and fires the 2-2, and a swing and a miss for a strikeout on the breaking ball. And hey, base loaded out of the bullpen, go get yourself a strikeout.
Yeah, I was going to say that's about the only way you can get an out without giving up a run in this situation. Obviously there are other ways, but realistically, that's a very good job coming into the bullpen. You fell behind 2-0, but you grind it all the way back into the count and get the strikeout.
Ike Cope to the plate. 0 for 1 on the day. Double play ball could be in effect as breaking ball finds the zone 0-1.
Yeah, what that strikeout does, especially with nobody advancing bases, now you're a double play away from getting out of the inning completely unharmed.
The 0-1 offering from Davis. Ball in the dirt. Christensen holds. And now it's a 1-1 even count.
It's a good stop behind the plate by Christensen.
As Davis will get reset here on the mound. Runners on first, second, and third. Bases loaded. 9-0 in favor of Casper. Cope sends that one sky high into shallow center field. Whitley gets there. The throw not in time, so 1 run will come across and runners on the corners.
It's a good job coming in by Davis, getting the first 2 batters out. You concede the run up 9-0 to get the out. Now Jackson down to 4 outs remaining in the game. That's a good job.
It's now 2 outs here, but the sacrifice RBI for Cope as now Bryson Allen to the plate. Beezer at third, Moore at first. Davis getting set as the fastball tags the lower part of the zone, 0-1. Davis eyes a runner at first in Moore. The 0-1 offering. Breaking ball just above, now the 1-1.
The misses are pretty small here from Davis. It looks like he's locked in. He's done a terrific job so far getting the first 2 batters he's faced.
The 1-1 and a little chopper towards the third baseline foul. Now 1-2 here, top of the 6th, 2 outs. If Allen can get on base, the top order once again with Robert Morales.
That's why this becomes a big out right here to get. You don't want to mess around with the top of the order with runners on.
Ball in the dirt. Runners hold. Now an even 2-2 count.
And Moore over at first maybe could have made it to second base, but in this situation, you're trying to rally back from a big deficit. The last thing you want to do is make an out on the base paths.
Gray Davis looks at Moore at first. The 2-2 offering, and that hit into the end of the infield. And the second baseman has trouble gathering it together, so another run will come across. And now 9-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
Yeah, even if Parks fielded that cleanly, Hawk was off the base. It looked like if Parks was able to barehand that and throw it all in one motion, it could have been a close play over at first. But instead, the Giants do a good job of rallying back, getting a second run across. They need to continue with the top of the order here to really sustain this rally.
So it'll be an RBI single, according to Game Changer. As the first offering to Morales, a strike, 0-1 count. 9-2 the score in favor of Casper. And that one fouled off. Now 0-2 here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, Davis on the mound. I mean, you did your job. You got a ground ball. Unfortunately, you got a ground ball in one of the few spots on the infield where the out cannot be converted. And that's kind of the job as a pitcher, induce weak contact. He did that, but sometimes in baseball it just doesn't work out in your favor.
The 0-2 opportunity here, 2 outs and a strikeout looking to end the top of the 6th. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th for the Oilers after the break. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament on MyLocalRadio.com and the MyLocal Radio Sports Network.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. Bottom of the 6th. Jackson was able to put 2 runs on the board in the top of the 6th. 9-2 the score in favor of the Oilers. Up to bat, Kylan DePorter, Thomas Stokes on deck, and then Eric Whitley in the hole. And Whitley would start the top of the order for the Oilers. As Wyatt Moore still on the mound for Jackson.
Yeah, Giants did a good job in the top half of the inning, putting a couple runs across. Now you force the Casper Oilers to have to score 3 to end the game, and, that's a much more manageable situation than only 1 run coming across.
Absolutely, as
number 21, Grady Davis.
Now we get set here once again, as it will be Grady Davis instead of DePorter. Strike 1 called there. Bottom of the 6th, no outs. As that one floats 2 inside, almost clips Davis, a 1-1 count.
Yeah, it's kind of hearing the banter over on the other side. Sounds like this might be Davis's first at-bat of the year.
Hey.
What a time.
A little chopper out to Morales at short. The throw over to first. In time for out number 1.
Morales is a really smooth fielding shortstop. That was a play that was a lot harder than he made it look.
He's made all the defensive grabs today very effortlessly. It's like he's gliding as well. It's like his feet are not even touching the infield.
Yeah, we talked about a play being smooth, and it might just be Morales is pretty smooth over at short for Jackson. That's a really tough play.
As now Thomas Stokes to the plate, 1 of 3 on the day. Ball above the zone, 1-0. Moore kicks and fires the 1-0 as that just barely almost tags Stokes. Now a 2-0. Stokes regains the batter's box. The 2-0 swings that opportunity. Now a 2-1 here with 1 out on the bottom of the 6th. Two one ahead. Moore kicks and deals. And ball 3 called on that last offering. The 3-1 offering, and that soars over the head of Menke. And looks like Stokes going for second base and is safe after the wild pitch. And now a runner in scoring position for Casper.
Yeah, man, you could have just stopped at first base to discard your equipment. Of course, I'm kidding. That's a heck of a hustle play. And, you know, in a game like this, it's not really expected, so it's a good time to go. And, you know, it kind of shows the importance of trying to get these runs across just to try to save yourself an inning on the mound, regardless of who's going to throw.
And now Eric Whitley to the plate. Moore throws the first offering, and Whitley lines that one into left field. Cope gathers it up, and now Stokes running home and gets there, as there'll be an RBI double for Eric Whitley.
That's good hustle on the throw from Stokes. Saw that it was going to be cut off. Never stopped running.
As now Ryan Devereaux to the plate, as it is 10-2 in favor of Casper. They need 2 more runs here to apply the mercy rule in this last game of the first round.
Oh, they do give Whitley a double. A lot of times when you don't stop running, the official scores will reward you.
Devereaux 0 for 3 on the day. Moore. First offering and a breaking ball, tags zone 0-1.
So the interesting thing is I'm on watching Jackson's game changer right now, so Jackson ruled out a double, in fact. Or at least someone in the Jackson dugout.
Moore gets set the 0-1, and that is screamed into left field and caught for out number 2, as Whitley will move to third and tag up, and now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's a pretty good play out in left field by Cope, as that ball kind of took him for a ride. He stayed with it, able to corral it.
So now Saxton Smith to the batter's box. 1 of 4 on the day, as Casper leads 10-2. Moore gets set. Kicks and deals. And a ball 1 called on that pitch. Smith's lone hit was a single in the bottom of the 4th. Was able to round the bases on that hit. 1-0 count. And now a 2-0 count here for the third baseman.
Yeah, let's see if Saxton Smith gets a fastball here that he likes. And, you know, if he unloads on one, there's an opportunity that could end this game with 1 swing.
Absolutely. Moore with the offering, and that ball 3 now on a 3-0 count.
I think you give it a go. Why not?
Yeah.
But you got to get a good pitch to swing at 3-0.
3-0 offering, a little dribbler out to Morales at short. Lines it across, and that goes wide and out of play. So it'll be a ground rule double, and
no. That's going to be an E6.
E6.
And then Smith advances on the throwing error.
So E6. Now 11-2 the score here. As looks like we'll get a pitching change here for Jackson. So we'll take a break here. This is a Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament, MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have two beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. Wyoming's premier digital highway, Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling as 11-2 in favor of Casper. The game-ending run at second base right now is Saxon Smith here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Hunter Hawk will be on base, but a new pitcher on the mound for Jackson and David Garcia. As right now Wyatt Moore is responsible for the runner on base, so we cannot wrap the day yet for Moore.
Number 51, Hunter Hawk.
Hawk 0 for 3 on the day. Last at bat reached on a error. Strike 1 called there. Bottom of the 6th, if Casper is able to not score the last one, and Jackson will move to the top 7 to be down to the last 3 outs. Garcia holds, and that is a balk right there.
And Bach will send Gifford to third base.
Well, it looks like we had a pinch runner in for Smith and Brett Gifford. So now the winning run 90 feet away as Hawk sends a foul drive down the third baseline. 0 for 2. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-2, and that's over the third baseman's head, and that will do it. Casper moves on to the winner's bracket, the final 12-2 in a mercy roll here in the bottom of the 6th. At the break, we'll have the post-game show. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming presentation of the 2024 AA State Tournament on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
At Uintah County School District Number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District Number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life, and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because I think about my family and how important it is to know that I'm going to be coming back home to them safely.
My reason for buckling up is that I value safety in my life, and I want to make sure I'm there for years to come for my children.
My reason for buckling up is to get home to my dog.
I buckle up because my wife thinks it's a safe thing to do, and I have two beautiful little boys to go home to every night, and I just think it's too important not to get thrown out of a vehicle if you have a rollover accident.
I think about my dad when I buckle up. He lost his best friend from not wearing a seatbelt, so I always make sure to wear my seatbelt so he doesn't lose another best friend.
Growing up is all about having your independence, and Y-High is here to help you gain real financial freedom with a Y-High Independence account. With an emphasis on education, growth, and experience, the Y-High Independence account prepares you to handle your own finances, so you're ready for what life throws your way. We're talking no parent or legal guardian required on your account, no risk of collections or negative reporting, and no overdraft fees. Find your independence with the Y-High Independence account today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Welcome back live inside the Union broadcast booth. Anthony Colasuono alongside Aaron Poling and Jimmy Johnson. Freaky fast recap, our final 12-2 in favor of Casper. A breakdown of the scoring. No one had any runs on the board in the top in the first inning. Casper opened it up in the second with 2. In the bottom third had 4. And the fourth had 3 to make it 9-0, and then nothing in the fifth. And Jackson put up 2 runs in the top of the 6th, and then Casper put up 3 in the bottom of the 6th for the 12-2 Mercy rule in the bottom of the 6th. So the 12-2 final, and Casper will face Gillette tomorrow as Jackson will take on the Cheyenne Hawks in the losers bracket in the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. That honor belongs to Eric Whitley on the 2 RBI double to help out in the 12-2 win, and the player of the game will give that to in the Pepsi Player of the Game presented by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything is better with Pepsi. That honor will go to Trig Burns, who started the game, gave it 3 walks, had 2 strikeouts, but allowed no hits in his first starting debut here in the 2024 AA State Tournament. That'll wrap it up for day number 1 from Mike Lansing Field inside Casper. Anthony Colasuono, Aaron Poling signing out. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the first game of the losers bracket as the Laramie Rangers take on the Rock Springs Stallions.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.